Hello everyone and welcome to the Manufacturers Cup Season 12 Round 6. As you can see, we're not fast forwarding straight away because I just want to show you this. Look at these liveries and look at the range of cars we've got. Manufacturers Cup, I said I'd do it this week. Check out who's on pole position. We've got TRL. Ow. Good epic driver, very clean driver. TRL livery there, looks awesome. Then I have VP Patom. I'm not sure if that's VP livery or not. Still nice livery in a Porsche. And we've got Rick in the Citroen. We're not going to do this for all the cars. We're just going to do this for the top few. And then we go to Bam Enzo there. Another nice livery there, Ferrari. Shame it's not a Bam livery there. And then we've got TRL for us. So a range of teams here in a range of cars. Then I start 6th position in the GTA livery. One made by Bishop. Then we've got Jamie who's joined F4H. There in another Aston Martin. So I'm the lead in Aston Martin, but Jamie's following me close behind. Then we've got GT Bakamomo. And then we're just going to fast forward through the rest of these guys now. So we've got Verstappen there. We've got Devil there, TX3, another big team in there. We've got Rumuaz there in a Porsche. Look at all these liveries. It looks epic, the game. We've got Indian Food there. M. Thomas there. I know an old McLaren sort of livery there in the MG. Then we've got Lexus, Citroen. Again, this is why I love the Manufacturers Cup. It's a range of cars. So it used to be that everyone went to Porsche, but I think everyone's decided to race what they want. So I've got VP Beloff there. I've got Ferrari in BMW. I've got McLaren. Wait, we've got McLaren. And then we've got Mazda. And then a BMW. So, my goal in this manufacturer season was to come top 3 and make it in the news. Now, round 5, I haven't uploaded round 5 because it was a slightly boring race. Well, it wasn't initially, but there wasn't any overtakes. But I just had a quick battle with TX3 Devil and then sprinted away when he made a mistake. That was at Brands Hatch. Won that, got 2,200 points. Then went to Tokyo East Outer Loop, which you saw yesterday. It was meant to be a Monday video, but it came out Tuesday morning because of upload times. And there I got 1.8k points. And as you just see there, Bam Enzo just tapped Fotherus slightly there into the first corner. I'm sure that was a mistake, just under braking. But we gained a position already. So then we came to Suzuka. Now this is not an Aston Martin track. I wanted to use Aston Martin because of the livery. I wanted to win the Manufacturers Cup if I could with the GTA livery. But I at least wanted to come top 3. Now this isn't an Aston Martin track. I struggled to make top 10. I just made it into the top 10 with this car. It wants to kill you at every possible moment with the rear end. But even so, we tried and we qualified 6th. So I was pretty happy with that. Top 2 guys were miles ahead. The rest were really close. You know, 0.8, I can see a 0.8. And with everyone being so close, you can see up front, you know, we've got a chance of making some positions here. So I mentioned the theme of being racing smart all week. Again, we're going to have to race smart here. To get any more positions, I think we need top 3 personally to make the top 3 overall in Manufacturers Cup. But to make that, we're going to have to race smart to get past Bam Enzo and Rick to get that position. Perhaps even VP Patom if we can keep up with the Porsche and Ferrari, because they were sort of a step ahead. But it is their kind of track. It's more of a handling track, and the Aston Martin's more of a power car, as you saw with the Group 4 car. It's a power car. So we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing and keep going and seeing if we can get this top 3. And as I say, we're going to have to race smart here. So we continue on to lap number 2. Just fast forwarding a little bit. As you can see, the gap's grown a little bit. We've pulled away from M. Verstappen in 7th. Jamie's staying with us. But as you can see, they're still battling. So it gives us an opportunity to keep up with these guys. And Aug's not pulling out that far away from us, to be fair, up front. But now they go 3 wide down the straight. I know they're going to battle. I can keep up with this. I can really keep up with this. A 59.4 as well. A pretty good sort of opening lap after the starting lap. It's not too bad that as we come into the first corner. And look at this. We're getting ever closer to these guys because they are battling right behind VP Patom now. And look at that. A range. They've got 4 cars there. So close together. Got Ferrari, Citroen, Porsche and Aston Martin. Porsche being the strongest here, I think. Well, Ferrari being the strongest because that was a top 10 time. So, you know. Even so, we're going to race. We're going to race. And we've got some epic battling coming up for you. So we're up into 5th. We made 1 position already. Fotherus, as you can see, has got the fastest lap, 59.1. So we know he's pushing from wherever position he's in as well. So you've got to keep that in mind as well. So, race smart. And at this point, I'm just happy staying where I am. I know Jamie's a clean racer, fair racer. So if he goes for the move, he'll go for the move. But obviously he's going to need to be closer than 7 tenths. But I can concentrate on the guys in front and I can see they're fighting. I just have to bide my time a little bit. It's 15 laps. 15 lap race. It's a long race. Remember, I'd done Rallycross literally just before this as well. So literally, I did Rallycross and then came to a GT3 car, completely different driving styles. I do realise that, but even so, I'm performing quite well, eh? You know, let me know if you think I'm performing poorly, but I don't think so. I think I'm doing quite well here, very consistent. And you can see that in my driving, I'm trail braking. It's very precise, and that's how you should drive these cars. The GT3 cars do not like aggression because you'll see wheel spin and I'm sliding all over the place. Continue to 130R now, and as I say, we've still got the gap to Verstappen. Jamie's right behind me there, 4 attempts. I'm not too worried at the moment. As I say, I do keep an eye on Jamie because he could go for the move. We saw Jamie way back make a move at me on me at Spoon. You just see there Rick losing the rear end, so that's going to cost him a load of speed onto the start finish straight. And as you see, VP Bottom going to the left hand side. So at the moment I'm thinking, I don't mind, I'll just let Rick come back in, don't mind at all. Then Rick brakes extremely early, and that wasn't meant to look like a dive bomb to Rick. So Rick, if you're watching, that wasn't meant to look like a dive bomb. Obviously I've always said you brake at the tarmac, sorry. And he broke well before that, 20-30 metres, so that made me, like, you know, jump a little bit. You may have seen me smile in the bottom left hand corner. I literally was like, whoa, wasn't expecting that. Even so, we continue racing. You know, we're still in with a fight for this second position. TRL Aug sort of accelerating away at the moment with these three battling. Bam Enzo leading the way at the moment in that Ferrari. So it's Ferrari, Porsche, Citroen, Aston. I can't remember what Verstappen was in. I think he was in BMW. And then Buck Momo in a Porsche. And as you see, Bam Enzo's made a mistake. Tidgney one made a mistake. We're up to 4th. This is what I'm on about. Racing smart. Yes, these guys are in faster cars, but they're battling at the moment. They're battling like crazy. So they're all fighting for all these positions, and we can just pick them off just by driving. You know, we're making up positions. We're 2 up now. Bam Enzo's come back on in 6th position though, so we do have to keep that in mind. The Ferrari having the top time in Europe. So no doubt Bam Enzo's going to be going quick. Bam's not a slow team in the slightest, so we've got to keep an eye on that. Continue on into Spoon, and you can see Rick is very close to Patom. Now the Citroen's going to be quicker on the straights. Patom getting, oh, look at that oversteer, that was incredible. So Rick now going side by side with Patom as they head up to the 130R. Again, I'm just going to let Patom come back in. Even if I catch up to him, let him come back in. I don't mind. I'm not going to go for it. I'm all about trying to get the total average time as high as I can because Bam Enzo's close. I need to stick with these guys and not battle until the very end. At the very end, I'll battle them. I don't care then. I can go for it. But I do need one more position, I feel. Because obviously in this one, you get lots of points for coming. The higher you are, it's 300% points plus 2,000 baseline. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And this will get you really high up. As you can see, Patom there. He goes defensive. So I come to the left and I'm just going to let him go for it. I don't want to be on the outside. It's very risky. We saw lap 1. Well, you've just seen there. Rick got flying. Unfortunate for Rick. Just clipped the exit there. That's what I didn't want to do. You saw that with Fotherras as well and Bam Enzo. Lap 1. Yeah. No, it's very treacherous. No point risking it. But I'm up to 3rd. What's going on here? This is great. I've made 3 positions. And this isn't the best car to be in. And now we're right behind VP Patom. We've got Jamie right behind us still, so he's keeping up. He's really pushing hard as well. We've got Bam Enzo, and then Fotherras is now in the top 8. So he's been pushing hard. Doesn't have the fastest lap anymore. You see Terrell Aud's got that 58.8. That's probably the best lap you can do in the Aston, to be fair. So the Aston is down on pace a little bit. So we're going to keep pushing on now towards VP Patom. We want to stay in his slipstream because he did I want to say a 0.5 in the top 10 times. So I know he's got the pace. Obviously he qualified high as well. If we can keep with him, get the slipstream a little bit, keeps pushing us along a little bit more, try and get us in the 58s. Keeps pushing us along the track. Bam Enzo and TRL Fotherras, for example, then can't catch up as quick. We get to keep the 3rd position, and that's our goal now. Because overtaking VP Patom's going to be hard. We could do it if we get close enough, but we don't want to fight too much because it'll lose us tons and tons and tons of time. So we push on. It's lap number 5 at the moment. We're already nearly 10 minutes into this video, so you can see this is a crazy race. It's a crazy race with not that many overtakes, but lots of little incidents, and you can see everyone is pushing hard. Coming to the Castillo Triangle, very hard braking point in these GT3 cars now. Best place is you'll see some tyre marks on the track. They sort of darken just as you get to them. You just brake just before them, basically, before they start. As you can see, we're going for the slipstream. I'm 7 tenths behind Patom at the moment, so I'm still in the slipstream, so it's helping me like be pulled along essentially. Jamie's getting a bit more of slipstream because he's closer. Again, coming into this first corner, you can see we're not risking too much. We don't want to go too far wide, and you can see our last lap 59.9, so not the greatest lap at the moment. We do need to get them down back to the 59.4 that we did on lap number 2. You can see Jamie now battling with Bam Enzo, so this helps us, and I do think this at the time. So my strategy at this point is keep with VP Pattern, let Bam Enzo fight with Jamie. That way I can pull away, get a big gap. Then he's not got the slipstream of the Aston to keep up with me on the straights, because it is a power car, of course. And then I can, maintain this gap as best as I can to try and keep this third position. That's my goal at the end of the day. Just keep this position, because third position gets lots of points. I've had good couple of points hauls earlier on. As you see, Bam Enzo in the TV camera. You're going to have to look at the TV camera for this one. Bam Enzo and Jamie are side by side, but Jamie defends very nicely into that hairpin. Look at how close they are. For Rosseco trying to go around the outside. Does he actually make that work on Verstappen? We'll have to look at the leaderboard. Doesn't look like it. But wow, that's an epic attempt by Favoris. Continue up to Spoon. You can see we're staying with Patton at the moment. All good. So we're going to have slipstream. And you can see Bam Enzo has made it past Jamie into Spoon. So, Jamie did me there. Looks like Bam Enzo did Jamie. As I say, the Aston is probably the weakest car out of all of these at this track. So Jamie's doing a bloody good job. Fair play to myself as well, because I think I'm doing a bloody good job. Same with VP Patton at the moment as we come into 130R. I see a break there. I do that corner completely wrong. Completely. I didn't want to get close at all. And coming into here, you can see how I adjust my brakes a lot. That's because I'm following somebody basically. If I brake a bit, oh look at that, 3 wide into the chicane, and Favoris up to 5th, Jamie down to 6th. This is where I panic a little bit. I've got 2.4 second gap to Bam Enzo, 2.4 seconds, and I've got 8 laps to try and survive. So I'm gonna. You saw me let off a little bit there when VP Patton went to the right. I don't want to fight with him now. I just want him to pull me along. That's all I want him to do. I've got 2.4 seconds to hold. If they're 2-3 tenths faster a lap, it's going to be close, because the minute they get into that 1 second window, they're going to be gaining even more time. So I'm hoping, the real hope here, fingers crossed, is that Enzo and Favoris start fighting, and then we can just keep this position. That's our hope and prayer. So we're going to keep pushing on, and we're going to start advancing through the laps a little bit, because I realise this video is already 12.5 minutes long. I hope you've enjoyed it so far on my commentary. Let me know if you want to see anything change. As I say, there is a big change coming to the videos generally. I'm still building it. I've got 2 weeks off, if you may have heard in the other video, coming up, so that's when it's going to happen. That's when the change is going to happen. It's really cool, honestly, you'll like it. Even so, VP Patton's on a pretty damn good lap here. And as you can see, he's just broken that 1 second window, and Enzo is catching me up at a fair pace of knots here. So I've had a pretty bad first sector. We catch up a little bit to Patton, and this is where we're going to start looking, sort of racing through the laps a little bit now. You see it's 1.8 seconds a gap to Bam Enzo. I do gain a little bit on the straights, thankfully. But as we come to the start-finish line, we've got a 59.4, so not too bad of a lap. The gap 1.8 seconds. Next lap, lap number 8, 1.5 seconds now, so 3 tenths, but looks like we gained a little bit there. 1.5 seconds it's probably going to be. Patton 1.3, so I don't have any slipstream now, it's just all laps, 159.3, consistency's there, so that's good. Just Bam Enzo gap 1.3 seconds, slightly worried. You can see it's gone up this lap, so we've had a pretty good lap. But look at that, look at the TV camera, Favoris has gone to the left hand side of Bam Enzo at the 130R. That helps me so much. Look at that gap increasing. That's exactly what we wanted, exactly what we needed. But we know Favoris has been flying. Look at Bam Enzo, he's got 158.8 in there as well. But 1.6 seconds, 1.7 seconds the gap. Ooh, what a 159.2 lap time by me. And look, I didn't even catch VP Patton basically. So yeah, now we are worried. 1.4 second gap. Again, we've been pushing hard this lap. Favoris, look at that, 158.799. This is what I mean. I'm in a scary, scary race here. 159.3. You see how I'm consistent there. 0.3, 0.2, 0.3. It's there every time. Gap down to 1.2. Oh, look at that gap now. Oh, it's 1 second. So let's have a look at the TV camera. What does Favoris do? We can see him there. Oh no, it doesn't make a mistake, but it's up to 1.2, so he must make him a little mistake. Luckily for us, it's not too bad. It's back to a second. We've got 3 laps after this basically to survive. Lap 13, lap 14 and lap 15. It's 0.8. Oh, he's pushing hard, but he gets a bit of oversteer on the exit of the chicane. It's back up to a second. Thank goodness for that. We are pushing like crazy, honestly. So we keep pushing on, but look at this. The gap's going to start coming down again because the BMW has a bit more turning. It's better at cornering, basically, than the Aston. We're coming to a very handling section of the track. Obviously the S is very known for its handling at Suzuka. You can see TRL Aug in the distance, so you know we are putting these laps in. And we did a 59.0 last lap and he still caught us. What's that about? But we keep pushing. We're pushing hard and you can see the gap slowly coming down here. VP Patum with the fastest lap now, 58.7. So we're pushing on, we're up on our lap time, so you can see we're pushing, but he's still catching us. So as we come up to Tidgney 1, is he going to make a mistake? No, he doesn't. Tidgney 2, you can still see him on that TV camera. You can see he runs the exact same line as me, so he's getting this slipstream. Look at that, we're 0.0 on our time. That's our 58.9 as well that we're 0.0 with as we come into this corner. Look at that gap, it's so close. We want to keep this position. Oh no. What do we do here? So we've got to stay calm in this situation. Remember, you've got to race smart. Yes, he catches us up, but he's got to get past us as well, remember. And we aren't going to give up this position easily. We've got 2.5 laps to go. He's going to have a fight on his hands, but we know he's pulling off some pretty risky moves. Pass at 130R on Bam Enzo, who's disappeared off the map, unfortunately. No idea what happened to him there. Maybe he ran wide as the overtake happened. But as you can see, he's 0.5 now and he's gaining a hell of a lot of time. We've got 2 laps to survive. But check out this TV camera in 1 second. How close? Now I'm lying. Check that out. He's spinning. He's gone off. He's hit the wall. 130R. That's how hard he was pushing. And look at my reaction in a minute when I look up at the times, because that's what I'm going to do. There's a look. Look at that. I have to take a second glance. Yes, look at that. I've done it. I've survived. So we're going to advance to lap number 15. We're in 3rd position. We've got 2 corners to go. The 130R and the Casio triangle. Well, I call it 2 corners. There's like 4, but you know, you get the drift. You can see we've calmed the lap times down again a little bit, 59.5, because we've got this gap into the Casio triangle. Just brake nice and easy. In we go. We've done it. 3rd position. I'm not going to reveal where I came in the Manufacturers' Cup. You can either go check out the news or wait for tomorrow's video either on social media or a quick video on after this, or maybe the day after. But 3rd position. 3rd position. I'm well happy with that, especially with the disadvantage of the car. Fair play to TRL Favoris for pushing me like hell, and Bamenzo. Congrats to TRL Aug, VP Patum, for a cracking race. I hope you enjoyed that video. Bit different there, but racing smart rather than racing extremely hard. Loads of overtakes. Video playlist there if you want to watch another one. My logo's there if you want to subscribe. But thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.